it's Guido coming at you with a tactics talk. I have a replay sent in by Ziggurat. So Zig and his T30, Tier 9 American heavy tank. Well, it's a TD, but it's really a heavy tank. This is a heavy tank. It is not a TD. It is not a TD. Fairly soft as far as the hull goes, but it's got a huge stick at 750 alpha. So Zig sent me this in and said, hey, I've been trying to apply what you have taught me. From your last replay analysis, it's been working well. I've been taking key positions when top tier and finishing the job. So let's see how Zig does top tier in a 357. This is a great setup for a T30, and I think he's taken his tank to the exact right spot. I talk a lot about key terrain. I'm shifting the focus a little bit more to the reading of the battle, which I have always said was important, but leaning a little bit more towards that because sometimes you can get left out to dry. Even though you get to the critical position or the critical terrain, if you don't have the right assets with you, it ends up being a pretty quick death, and people just really don't have a good idea of where it is they need to go in this game anymore. But he's got quite the help here. So we've got this Emil 2, and the Emil 2 just eats a huge shot from Ziggurat, and he is getting torn up, and this is a great result early on. Looks like he's reloads coming in. The ML2 sits in there, and I mean, he trades nearly every hit point he has to take out a tier 7. And the T10 just says, thank you very much. I'll trade a few hit points to get rid of you. There happens to be another T30 on the enemy team, and the poor IS-2M eats a shot from Zig's great big 750 alpha gun, and they are working well over here. Top tier, this is a 276 pen on a standard round. T30 on the other side is getting its rear kicked by artillery. IS-2M. Little trade of hit points there by Zig to get rid of the IS-2M. And the T10 is in a bit of trouble. Is he tracked? He might be tracked right there. Now he's backing up. And they have this pretty well in hand over on this side. The T30 on the other side is about dead. Where did that guy come from? Nicely done. KV5 drove around. Now he's dead. 100 M1s are wicked. They are really wicked tanks, but the T30 pen is going to have almost no trouble as long as you're able to get into the... Hell, it might even pen the upper plate, even with the angle. I don't know. There's still a T30 back there. He hasn't died yet. Zig's coming in. Oh, boom. That was an upper plate with some angle on it, and down he goes. T30 misses the T10. T10's got the T30 spotted, and there are 3 artillery on both sides. Oh, T10, what? Sorry, T30. What are you doing, brother? He drives right up and dies to the T10. Getting into each other's way a little bit. Hey, look, Zig's got the potato camo on. Look at this. Some sweet potato camo. Looks like a bunch of potatoes. I mean, look, these are potatoes. The developers who did this, they're laughing. They're loving it. They're like, we made potato armor for the potatoes. I actually like that camo. I keep saying armor. Camo. We made potato camo for the potatoes. So now we're going to slowly move up and clean up this flank. Unfortunately, the T10 eats artillery. This is where you're now endangering yourself to artillery. The ELC is tearing up this poor T44. T44 gets a shot on him. ELC is on a reload. And down goes the T44. Zig puts a big hit on him. I agree with this. I would probably push in as well. It looks like their 2 TDs are way off in the corner anyway. They don't even have draw distance on you until quite a ways. So no sense sitting back there and being spotted, trying to be hold down. Just move up and find these artillery. Looks like he's going to shift left and use a little bit of the bushes and undulating terrain to provide himself a little bit of cover. And he probably knows, like most people, that this area up here, see that little rise? If he gets all the way into this corner, he can then approach behind a rise in the ground right there and maybe surprise them or come up on some of their artillery sitting behind that rise, because they often do sit there. The other thing he knows is his entire team has them stuffed into about a 200 by 500 grid. So they're not really going anywhere. We're going to find a bunch of targets all stuffed into one corner. I would have been a little less cautious here, as they got to come right at them. This is cleanup on aisle 2 time. The approach line was correct. I just think you maybe should have put it a little bit directer. A little bit directer? A little more direct. There he is. That's what we're looking for. Hello. Goodbye. Man, just push in. Who cares? The other reason that I would push in there is you're going to get the spotting on the guys that are in there. And so what if they get a couple shots on you? Down he goes. There you go. So you got that spotting damage. That's a late game to think about. There you go. And boom on him. If you've got the hit points and you know they're probably not going to actually kill you, just drive in and light them up. And then take that delicious spotting damage back to your garage along with the experience and the credits and wash your hands of it. 6 kills. T30, Tier 9. American TD. No, it's not a TD. It's a heavy. 3,953 damage. 1,272 assists / spotting. That was a good game, man. Nicely done. Went to the critical terrain. Did not go there alone, so he had the forces that he needed. Realized he was the big dog. The T10 went with you. Worked with the T10 pretty well. Cleared up his flank, and then pushed into the back. Obviously, this team was winning on every front at that point, but still, he did the business and did his job on the east side, and then followed up with a few more hit points coming in. Well played, man. Well played. Everybody else, thanks for coming. We'll see you.